Yes, it's the beginning of the year. You don't know much about a lot of people. So, really, I just told our guys, we'll get as much as we can on them, but we just need to really take care of what we can take care of, and that's for us to play good defense and throw strikes.
Yeah, really looking forward to baseball season being back. Welcome into this week's PTN Extra. Alyssa Orange with you alongside Evan Kimiko and Mike Irwin. And that's what we're focusing on. We're ready for basketball or baseball season to get here as basketball season kind of gets into their postseason swing here in the next couple of weeks. But guys, we've been watching the scrimmages. We've been listening to the press conferences. I know both of you excited to be here.
Well, in all the years I've covered hog baseball, and it goes back almost 50 years, I don't remember a team this deep. I'm talking pitching, I'm talking in the outfield, infield, catcher, starting rotation. He's got options. And he said in a press conference, when was that, today? Mm-hmm. Yeah, a press conference today, that he's never had his whole lineup set this far in advance, like a full day in advance. He's worked these guys out that are going to play on opening day. He's scrimmaged them 3 or 4 times, that whole lineup. He's that far in advance.
For Evan, he got here and joined us with the Big Trail Nation at the regionals a season ago. So he got about 2 days of the taste of baseball, and then it was over. And so I know you're excited for a full season.
Oh, super. Being a baseball fan growing up and playing baseball, throughout my whole life, it's been something that I was excited to come to the South and really experience SEC baseball. Growing up remembering Dancy Swanson with Vanderbilt win in 14 and seeing the SEC teams year after year perform well. I'm just excited for baseball season and to be somewhere where baseball is so heavily emphasized, especially here in Fayetteville.
It's so fun, and hopefully we'll be talking about Omaha sooner rather than later. But first, got to get the season started. And so Dave Van Horn, as you mentioned, Mike, has that pitching staff and rotation ready to go for opening weekend. This is what he said about that.
Yeah, we'll go with Hagen Smith Friday. We'll go with Tigert Saturday, Molina Sunday, and Colin Fisher on Monday. And how many years, maybe never, I've been able to tell you a rotation. So hopefully we'll stay healthy all year.
As we talk more about this pitching staff, guys like Will McIntyre and Gage Wood, Cody Frank, they're back too. And we've talked a little bit about them, but they're confident in the 4 guys they're starting. You got to listen to a Matt Hobbs interview with Clay Henry. What was your biggest takeaway about what Arkansas's pitching coach had to say?
Just all the options they have. I mean, I think they genuinely don't know about some of the guys they're going to use because is this guy going to develop quicker ahead of this guy? Is this guy ahead of that guy? They do have a couple of guys that are still injured, but it's not going to be for long. So then when they come into the play, does that even complicate things more? A lot of freshmen that they're counting on, the day 4 starter is right now set to be a freshman. So, but I will say that until you see these guys play, all we're going on now is what we think and what happens in scrimmages. And I was talking to one of my friends in Lubbock about preseason scrimmages because Mason Molina, who's scheduled to be their Sunday starter, transferred from Texas Tech, who was their Friday night guy. I said, man, this guy hasn't looked good in some of these scrimmages. He said, scrimmages? He never looks good in scrimmages because he experiments. We all know that here. So I guess he's doing that. He said, look, when the season starts, he'll be fine.
And when the lights are on, when you're playing someone else, it's a little different on that mound.
Right, and it makes sense why they went with Molina on day 3. Brady Tigert is coming back another year. He's already got that, home presence. He's been here before. It makes sense to throw your returner on day 2. And Molina has struggled with consistency during the scrimmages. Had 3 hits, 4 runs given up on 2-2 and on 126. Again, a lot better 3 strikeouts, but he does have 5 total walks in his 2 scrimmage appearances. So it's not great as I look down at my stats like I'm Courtney Mims. But again, what intrigued me was day 4 and the freshman starters. It was 2 freshmen, Gabe Gackle and Colin Fisher. Ultimately, it went with Fisher, who was more consistent. His 129 outing, 0s across the board, 4 Ks, and then 2.5 for him was a little dicey. So it really depends. I think it makes more sense for your 4 starter. But I wouldn't be surprised how quickly he does go to Gackle out of the bullpen, or if Gackle comes out earlier in the weekend. But I think that could be the move of going, Colin Fisher and then Gabe Gackle after to see how long he has.
Yeah, we'll see. And a guy that they also like a lot is Jake Flaherty, and he pitched a lot during the scrimmages, had a lot of praise, and so we'll see where he kind of fits in all of these pieces as well. You talked about injuries, and this is the big thing that we broke last week with Peyton Stovall breaking his foot. He's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks, and Van Horn giving the latest update on his second baseman earlier today as well.
he's leading off the game, and he's mad at himself for not jumping out of the way. And I said, well, you just you play the game the right way, and guy throws you a changeup, you just kind of let it hit you, and you take your base, and you didn't do anything wrong. It's kind of the way you're trained, and but we're sure excited to get him back when he comes back.
The good news is in all of that is he can come back sooner rather than later, but you have Peyton Holt, who you move from third base to second base. You've got Jared Sprague-Lott, who came in after playing at Richmond for the last 3 years. He's at third. And so they immediately knew when this news broke exactly who are they going to plug into the places that they needed.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. DVH said that they're just slotting everybody up a spot. So you're going to see Hudson White, who has a lot of power in that one hole. That should be a lot of fun. Diggs moves up, Aloy moves up. The kind of, we can project all we want who the starters are going to be, but we have a good idea based off all the scrimmages, and especially from 2-5. But then you throw Jared Sprague-Lott. He hit 314 with 13 home runs and 43 RBIs last year in Richmond. So it's a power 10 guy, all Atlantic 10 second team. So he's got power, and whether it's him or Reese Robinette, both are good options for the Hawks.
That's true, and I love that you brought up White because it's a catcher who's going to be leading off in this lineup, Mike.
DVH said he can't remember the last time that happened. Now, he's not going to play catcher every game. They have at least 3 options, maybe 4, and DVH indicated they're going to go with at least 3 at various times. So, but what he said was White is so valuable as a hitter that when he's not catching, he's going to be a DH.
Yeah.
So this guy's going to be out there. And here's another Texas Tech transfer, a guy that, again, talking to my buddy who goes to all their games, said, he didn't hit for average, he hit for power. Mm-hmm. So let's see if he can up his average this year and do both. Yep. But in both last fall and especially in the preseason, he's looked really good.
So many talented pieces on this roster. Excited to get it going again. Arkansas starting off their year with James Madison. We're going to start off our coverage here and then tomorrow with our baseball special. Excited to bring that to you on our stations. It's 30 minutes of some exclusive content, including sit-downs with Hagen Smith and Dave Van Horn. So stick around for that. And then, because we're nerds, Evan and I are going to start a brand new digital show called Batting Cleanup. We're going to be talking baseball, a little bit of softball as well. You can see our throwback. We look pretty good with a bat in our hand back in the day. Then we're going to start that off tomorrow as well, so looking forward to that. All right, coming up after the break, we've got a special guest in studio. I'm not going to give it away, so stick around. We'll be right back.
I am really excited and honored to be representing the Razorbacks in Columbia in my second year playing Augusta National. I want to thank everybody that's always been there for me, and well, go Hawks!
Well, welcome back. You saw Maria Jose Marin opening up her invitation to the 2024 Augusta National Women's Amateur. She's joining us now in studio, and we try to make it feel like Augusta. Does this feel like Augusta?
Yeah.
Kind of? Okay. Yeah. This is as good as we can do. It is not the real thing, and one of these days I'm going to get there for real, but it won't be this year, unfortunately. And so let's talk about that moment. When you got that invitation, even though it's your second time playing in this tournament, what was that feeling like?
Well, the feeling, of course, it was pure excitement because having the opportunity to step into such magnificent course, like a temple of golf, is just an opportunity once in a lifetime. Since I played last year, I knew I wanted to go back, and I did. I put my 100% into my golf and all my practices to get the invitation, and well.
What do you think you learned the most out of the experience last year?
So one of the things that I learned is to be grateful because I was one of the only Latin America playing in the field.
Yeah.
And I made a cut. It was amazing. Second, I learned how to control my nerves because, of course, I was relaxed before playing the first round, but then once I started playing, of course, the nerves kicked in and, how to manage them.
Yeah.
And, third, that I had to look, I had a lot to improve in my game that I had to keep working on to be one of the best.
Yeah, well, you made the cut last year. You're there to win it this year, and excited to watch you coming up in April. Now, by the way, ranked 13th right now in the World Amateur Rankings, and you're winning tournaments. You're having success as a freshman at Arkansas, helping your teammates win tournaments. What was that win as a team in Puerto Rico like a few weeks ago?
So the team win was totally unexpected. We were entering the last day. We were 5th or 6th tied, and we just knew we had to do our best if we want a chance to win the tournament. It was like a shotgun round, so we didn't start off the first or 10th tee. So like we were playing, we were having fun. I was with Mike, the assistant coach, all the time, but he was not telling me that we were tied for first. So I was playing really good, and then he tells me, Miriam made 5 birdies in a row, and like he told me you have to like keep playing better and keep doing good. And I was like, but why? Like, why is he telling me this? Then I had to check my phone. Like, I had to hide it on my push card, and then I see that we were tied for first with 4 holes left.
Yeah.
And that's when things
No
got
pressure.
well, it was a lot of pressure because those 4 holes were like crazy conditions. We had a lot of wind. We had like big storm in front of us, and well, we finished strong, solid, and after we finished, we just yelled and hugged each other. It was amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I'm going to ask you, as we're going to transition, because you can't have a golfer in studio and not try to do some golf stuff. And so I told Evan and Mike, we're going to try to putt. You're the pro, we're not, but we're going to have some fun. But I want to ask you while we're getting ready, you hit a hole-in-one in Puerto Rico too. What was that like?
No, it was not me.
Oh,
It
who
was
hit
one
the
of, like,
hole-in-one?
Her name is Miriam
Miriam hit the hole-in-one. What was that like?
I did not saw when she made the hole-in-one, but like Mike was with me at that time, and he told me, Miriam made a hole-in-one.
How many, do you have a hole-in-one yet?
Yes, I have
How
2.
many? 2?
2 hole-in-ones.
That's incredible. See, if I can just get it close to the pin, all right? I don't know why Evan and Mike are hiding back over there. I told them we're gonna do this. So this is what we're gonna do. Do you have any tips? We're gonna try to get it in the bucket, right?
Okay.
Do you have any tips for any of us? We'll let you go last so you can show us all how to do it.
Okay, so
One, we're on concrete, so no judgment.
I think first, if you can put up like the ball here, because maybe with this line it'll maybe bounce.
Okay, perfect.
Then
Okay.
like try to like the little line.
Yeah.
Try to align it into the cup.
Okay.
So
Do I
it'll
look
be
pretty straight?
like more left.
This way.
Yeah, but like
Okay.
move your feet too. So you have to be
Okay.
parallel with feet.
Okay.
And both club face. A
Great.
little left.
Perfect. Some more?
A little
Oh, like this?
left.
Oh, like
the other way.
See, now I look dumb. All right, here we go.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow. There you go. Act like I've been doing this for
Do this next?
Yeah, come on.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
Alyssa, we've played golf together,
We have.
and that might be the most impressive shot I've seen you make.
Wow. Okay. I get lucky? I don't know. All right, here we go.
Oh man,
With the line too.
I've been, yeah. Playing Florida every now and then.
No pressure.
Oh yeah. Oh,
My hands were
I'm
sweaty.
Totally gonna miss this. Here we go. Oh, that's
Oh.
wow.
That's okay.
All of my
right, Mike.
Florida family are gonna be really upset with me now. I might not be able to play back in Boca.
Not allowed.
No.
You got shown up by a girl, no big deal.
It's happened multiple times before. Nothing I'm not used to.
I know this floor is crooked, so just get it on its. There you go. Yeah. We'll let you have you can putt from the seniors link there.
If you need a few feet in, Mike, let us know. Oh, that's
Oh, that was close.
almost.
Good job. All right. It's Maria's
It's
turn.
my
You're the
turn.
pro.
Now to be showed up.
Yeah.
Mike, the guys are going to
The
go 0
floor
for 2 in
is-
this,
the
and they
floor is
might go
crooked,
2
so
and
if it
0.
doesn't- Oh,
Wait.
there you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah. Like you said, no pressure at all.
The girls just beat the boys 2-0. I'm just saying.
Congratulations.
I'm just saying. That is awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you guys for watching PTN Extra. We'll see you next week.